Talking about things to look forward to in the Northeast, the NE1's hugely popular Screen on the Green, the free open-air movie theatre, returns for the summer on the 3rd of July, taking up that residence that we always see at Old Eldon Square in the heart of Newcastle right through to the 3rd of September. And to tell us all about it is Ben Whitfield, Director of Communications at NE1 Limited. Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hello, not at all. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, it's so exciting. You always know summer's here. When we see that screen go up, everyone gets very excited. So much does be going on. And I think many people may not realise that you've been ranked number 2 in the Times' guide of the top 10 free family days out in the UK in 2022. That's massive. You must be so proud.
We were really pleased with that. I think it's a testament to the event. I suppose we can take it for granted, but it's pretty comprehensive. It's there for maybe 10 weeks and showing 90 films for free. I think it's good, and thank you to the Times.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so it's starting on the 3rd of July. You're actually starting with sport, aren't you?
Yeah, we always start with sport. It comes in for the start of Wimbledon. So everyone can buy strawberries and cream, come and sit and watch Wimbledon from Monday. Hopefully the weather will be kind. And that's how we start. And then we move into the Tour de France. And then when the school holidays begin, that's when the movie schedule starts.
Now, that's what I love, because you have such a vast array of different films. How do you decide which films to show?
It's a long process.
I bet.
Lots of spreadsheets, lots of discussion, very animated discussion. We always try and pull together a schedule that has something for everyone. So we're really trying to show everything from big blockbusters that have just left the cinema through to, classics from days gone by, kids films, lots of kids films. But even within that, things that are applicable for 5-year-olds or things that 10-year-olds might like, there needs to be a range so that we can make sure everyone can enjoy it.
And I believe Shaun the Sheep is involved this year.
Shaun the Sheep is being screened in, homage to the Shaun the Sheep Trail, which St Oswald's Hospice are putting on around the city over the summer. So that's a little bit of a tie-in. And we do try and tie in movies that are relevant or have something in common with things that are going on across the city. So it might be that the Theatre Royal might have a production on, and we'll show the film just to get people excited and try and build a bit of synergy between, the city itself and this event that takes place.
And I love the way, obviously, you've got the stuff for the kids as well. Like, you've got, Disney stuff like Avatar, The Way of Water and Lightyear and Matilda the Musical. But what I'm blown away about is you've got Elvis and the Top Gun sequel Maverick as well, which I've got to say is one of my favourite films in the past few years. So seeing that set outside on the big screen will be amazing.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're always really important. There needs to be something for people to get really excited about. And so those big blockbusters are really good for that. It's not been out of the cinema for very long. So to be able to just wander along through the summer, hopefully on a very pleasant evening, and sit and watch something that you might have missed or something that you saw at the cinema and loved. We always tend to see really big audiences for those, and people get really excited to see them.
And as well as Screen on the Green, I mean, you've got loads of other things going on with your Summer in the City events programme. You're teaming up as well with the Baltic, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We're bringing back Play Rebellion this year, which was in Old Eldon Square for the first time last year. And it's an artistic installation that was really popular in Baltic a few years ago by an artist called Pippa Hale. And it's made up of these 16 sort of foam cubes that then break down into smaller shapes. And kids are basically encouraged to get in, break down the shapes and start building their own forts, tunnels, amazing creations, stacking these shapes and really just letting their creativity run away with themselves. And it's for free. So we're trying to build this, I suppose, critical mass on Old Eldon Square and in the city of things to do for people to come in and spend a day sort of exploring and enjoying lots of different things and catering to different groups and different family sizes and ages. Play Rebellion is really important in that, because you can come in and let the kids roam wild and express themselves in this, really safe and creative environment.
And I've seen as well the new edition this year as well. I love the name of this, Toddler Takeover on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
That sounds fabulous. So what's this about? Is it in conjunction with 7 Stories?
It is, yeah. We love alliteration at NE1. If it's not alliteration, it has to rhyme. So from the people who brought you the Quayside Seaside, we have Toddler Takeover Tuesdays. And again, this is a new idea that just came from, are we catering for everybody with Screen on the Green? And toddlers don't tend to sit still for 80, 90-minute movies. So we thought, what can we do? How can we do something different? So we spoke to 7 Stories, and what we're doing is we're going to show some shorter animated programs from, I think it's mainly Julia Donaldson, and we're going to have 7 Stories storytellers accompanying these, doing sort of live read-alongs. So it's something very different. It's earlier in the morning on a Tuesday, and we actually have, I suppose she's probably classed as a toddler now, so getting her out of the house for 10:30 in the morning would be a challenge. But 10:30 every Tuesday through the school summer holidays, toddler takeovers.
That's a mate, toddler takeover. I bet they'll be saying, can you have teenager takeover as well? Parents during the holidays. But that's great though, because people listening right now be thinking, right, that's, it's just something nice to do, something different. You'll get to meet so many people. And it's funny, isn't it? Because I think when you have these wonderful events on the Green, we walk past it sometimes every day. Every Saturday you're doing your shopping. And it's just a time to actually stop and really look at how beautiful it is in the centre of Newcastle.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Yeah, well, I think, that's what we're trying to achieve. The idea of Newcastle as a place where these things happen. So even if you're not taking part, you just sort of feel like it's somewhere that you like to live and you enjoy being here, that you want to keep coming into the city because you never know what you're going to find. It might be the Grey Street Gathering, which has popped up on Grey Street, which is a sort of pop-up park, or the installations we have on the quayside, the seesaws we had there a couple of years ago, through to this outdoor cinema, which takes over Old Alden Square. And I think it's really nice to hear that it sort of signals summer.
It really does. If you just know it's the start, because you just see everyone just sat out and it's lovely on those deck chairs. I absolutely love it. And you can't help but, if there's a free one, you just want to perch and just get involved. And I wouldn't normally just stop when I'm walking by, but you do tend to just do it because it feels quick. It just feels really welcoming. If anyone listening right now wants to go, right, I want to look at exactly what's going on. Have you got is it on your website? Can they get all the details of exactly what's going on with Summer in the City?
Yes, they can get all the details for Screen on the Green, and the full schedule of films is released. Summer in the City will be released next week, and that's over 120 free activities that will mainly be on the quayside. So that's another sort of raft of different things that people can get involved in for free, again, through the summer. But the Screen on the Green, it's getintonewcastle.co.uk, and you'll find the full schedule there so you can plan your visits.
Well, Ben, thank you so much for coming on. You just imagine a load of people are going right in line now, going, right, we're going to get the kids sorted, we're going to get us sorted. And it's a different, I really enjoy it because it's just a completely different experience of Newcastle. You run through when you're at work, you're busy going to the shops, doing the bits and bobs, and it just kind of makes you stop a little bit and enjoy the city centre. And I think it's definitely a good thing. And the fact there's so many free activities in times like this, when that's what we need, it's the exact pick me up, isn't it, for the summer holidays?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. That's what we're trying to do. Make sure that people have lots to see, lots to do, really different, and the chance to experience, a range of different things across the city. That's what we're aiming for. So hopefully we'll have a good stab at it and keep smiles on faces through the summer.
And you never know, you could be, I expect, number 1 next year in the Times Guide to the top 10 family-free days in the UK. If we can vote, we'll definitely vote it number 1.
Yeah, maybe toddler takeovers will be the thing that tips us over the edge.
I think it might be. Oh, thank you so much for coming on. That's Ben Whitfield, Director of Communications at NE1 Limited. So they've got the great events, the Screen on the Green, and all the other stuff that's going on, Summit in the City events. If you check it out online, get yourself involved. What is not to like when it's free as well, which makes it all the sweeter.